flight attendants arm doors for departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with us. We're committed to making your flight safe and comfortable. So before we depart, we'll be showing a brief safety presentation. This information can help you if there's an emergency, so it's important to pay close attention, even if you are a frequent flyer.
All carry-on items should now be stored securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. And all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas should be clear. Your mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off. Once airborne, we'll let you know when you can use approved electronic devices. But note that some items, such as phones, may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find a list of approved electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibility for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket. Are you okay sitting by the emergency exit? If you're unable or prefer not to perform this function, just let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your latch. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle or press the latch to release. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted signs located throughout the cabin, as well as any crew member instructions. You cannot smoke. I'm so sorry. Smoking is not allowed on any flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 6 exits on this plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 2 window exits over the wings. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used for flotation. Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center of the plane. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there is a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will lead you to red lights, which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, flip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask to your seat in the economy cabin. If you're seated in the first or business class cabin, the life vests are either between your seats, under your seat, or in a compartment under your armrest.
Bole International
pull the tab
Traffic,
to remove
Ethiopian
the vest from
A350-900,
its container,
taxiing
and
to
then
runway
open the
7
pouch.
right.
Slip the vest over your head. Fasten the 2 straps to the front of the vest, and then adjust the straps loosely around your waist. If your vest has only 1 strap, wrap it around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tubes at shoulder level. You can activate a light by pulling down on the tab in front. If your vest doesn't have a tab, the light will activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Also, most seat cushions can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and locked, your tray table is put away, and all carry-on items are properly stowed. As we come to the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Thanks for your attention. Enjoy your flight.
Bole International Traffic, Ethiopian 809 is taking off runway 7 right, departing south. Bole International Traffic, Ethiopian 809, crossing runway 7 left.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
Bole International Traffic, Ethiopian 002 Victor Alpha on right base, runway 7 right.
Bole International Traffic, Echo Tango Charlie Romeo Lima Heavy is 21 nautical miles to the east at 10,000 feet, inbound for landing, will make right traffic for runway 7 right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has been switched off. However, for your safety we recommend you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case of any unexpected turbulence. Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has been switched off. However, for your safety we recommend you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case of any unexpected turbulence.
OR Tambo Airport, Addis Information Papa, time 17150, wind 010 at 9, visibility 6, temperature 25, dew point 8, QNH 1021 remarks, no pattern work, no light aircraft accepted at this time landing runway 3 right. Expect ILS approach, departing runway 3 left, advise on initial contact, you have information Papa. OR Tambo Tower, Springbok 927 is 26 nautical miles to the southwest at 10,400 feet, inbound for landing. Romeo Heavy, hold short of runway 3 left. Holding short runway 3 left, Springbok 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy.
Wilco, Springbok 314 Heavy.
Flight spoilers extended.
Ethiopian 809 is on right downwind runway 3 right. Springbok 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy, cross runway 3 left. Crossing runway 3 left, Springbok 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy. Ethiopian 809, enter right downwind runway 3 right, number 4, traffic to follow is on left downwind. Enter right downwind, runway 3 right. Ethiopian 809, wind 030 at 9er, number 4, runway 3 right, clear to land. Number 4, clear to land, runway 3 right, Ethiopian 809. OR Tambo Tower, Lufthansa 573 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 3 left, departing north. Springbok 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy, contact OR Tambo ground on 121.9er. Contacting OR Tambo ground on 121.9er, Springbok 063 Quebec Romeo Heavy. Thank you, good day, NAS Express 1111. Lufthansa 573 Heavy, wind 030 at 9er, runway 3 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 3 left, Lufthansa 573 Heavy. NAS Express 1111, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved NAS Express 1111, good day. November 108 Victor Golf Super, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Springbok 314 Heavy, contact OR Tambo ground on 121.9er.
Contacting OR Tambo ground on 121.9er, Springbok 314 Heavy.
Springbok 006 Foxtrot Juliet, say intentions. OR Tambo Tower, Springbok 381, ready for departure in sequence at runway 3 left, departing south. OR Tambo Tower, Qatari 644 Zulu Tango Super, inbound on the ILS runway 3 right. Springbok 381, wind 030 at 9er, runway 3 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 3 left, Springbok 381. November 108 Victor Golf Super, request permission to cross runway 3 left. Springbok 927, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Vehicle, Springbok 927.
Spoilers
November
retracted.
108 Victor Golf Super, hold short of runway 3 left. Holding short runway 3 left, November 108
Flaps,
Victor Golf
flaps,
Super.
1.
Qatari 644 Zulu Tango Super, enter right downwind runway 3 right, number 3, traffic to follow is on right base. Enter right downwind, runway 3 right, behind the traffic on right base, Qatari 644 Zulu Tango Super. Qatari 644 Zulu Tango Super, wind 030 at 9er, number 3, runway 3 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 573 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Number 3, clear to land, runway 3 right, Qatari 644 Zulu Tango Super. Frequency change approved Lufthansa 573 Heavy, good day.
OR Tambo Tower, Springbok 657, inbound on the ILS runway 3 right with information puncture. Springbok 657, correction, stand by. OR Tambo Tower, Springbok 657 is 31 nautical miles to the southwest at 9,700 feet.
Runway 3 left. Vehicle, Swiss 001 Super.
OR Tambo Tower, Springbok 002 Foxtrot Juliet, ready for departure at runway 3 left, departing straight out.
Springbok 002 Foxtrot Juliet, wind 030 at 9er, runway 3 left, cleared for takeoff. OR Tambo Tower, Springbok 23 Alpha Delta Heavy is 39 nautical miles to the northeast at 17,200 feet, inbound for landing with information Papa.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 3 left, Springbok 002 Foxtrot Juliet.
Springbok 23 Alpha Delta Heavy, continue inbound.
OR Tambo Tower, Emirates 764 Super, ready for departure at runway 3 left, departing east.
Continuing inbound, Springbok 23 Alpha Delta Heavy. Emirates 764 Super, line up and wait runway 3 left.
Line up and wait runway 3 left, Emirates 764 Super.
Gear down.
2,500.
Flaps 3. Flaps 4.
Springbok 381, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved, Springbok 381, good day. Springbok 002 Foxtrot Juliet, frequency change approved, good day. Emirates 764 Super, wind 030 at 9er, runway 3 left, cleared for takeoff.
Frequency change approved, Springbok 002 Foxtrot Juliet, good day. Cleared for takeoff, runway 3 left, Emirates 764 Super. Thank you, good day, Springbok 002 Foxtrot Juliet.
Springbok 657, maintain slowest practical speed.
Maintain slowest practical speed, Springbok 657.
Qatari 644 Zulu Tango Super, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Qatari 644 Zulu Tango Super.
OR Tambo Tower, UPS 206 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 3 left, departing south.
UPS 206 Heavy, wind 030 at 9er, runway 3 left, cleared for takeoff. Emirates 764 Super, frequency change approved, good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 3 left, UPS 206 Heavy.
Frequency change approved, Emirates 764 Super, good day.
300. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Landing spoilers extended.
Ethiopian 809, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Spoilers retracted.
Vehicle, Ethiopian 809. OR Tambo Tower, you're in an active airspace. Please contact OR Tambo Tower on 118.1.
For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure that you have all your personal belongings.
Flaps
with you.
up.
FAOR Tambo Tower, Springbok 001 Foxtrot Juliet, ready for departure at runway 3 left, departing straight out.
FAOR Tambo ground, Lufthansa 574 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Papa.
FAOR Tambo ground, Ethiopian 809, request taxi to gate E1 at the Echo Apron Terminal 1. Contacting FAOR Tambo Tower on 118.1. Ethiopian 809, taxi to Echo Apron Terminal 1 gate E1, hold short of 3 left 21 right. Taxiing to Echo Apron Terminal 1 gate E1, will hold short of 3 left 21 right, Ethiopian 809. FAOR Tambo ground, Ghana Airlines 738, ready for pushback with information Papa. Three eight. Ethiopian 809, contact FAOR Tambo Tower on 118.1. Contacting FAOR Tambo Tower on 118.1, Ethiopian 809. Ethiopian 809, request permission to cross runway 3 left. Ethiopian 809, cross runway 3 left. Crossing runway 3 left, Ethiopian 809. Swiss 001 Super, contact FAOR Tambo ground on 121.9er. Contacting FAOR Tambo ground on 121.9er, Swiss 001 Super. Ethiopian 809, contact FAOR Tambo ground on 121.9er. Contacting FAOR Tambo ground on 121.9er, Ethiopian 809. Stand by, Qatari 644 Zulu Tango Super. Qatari 14 Super, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Qatari 14 Super. Lufthansa 574 Heavy, hold position.
Holding position, Lufthansa 574 Heavy.
FAOR Tambo ground, Qatari 644. FAOR Tambo ground, Springbok 888 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Papa, requesting runway 3 left.
Springbok 657, request permission to cross runway 3 left.
Springbok 657, contact FAOR Tambo Tower on 118.1. Springbok 888 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Contacting FAOR Tambo Tower on 118.1, Springbok 657.
OR Tambo ground, Devil 1820 Super, ready for pushback with information Papa.
OR Tambo ground, Qatari 14 Super, ready to taxi to runway 3 left.
OR Tambo ground, November 108 Victor Golf Super, ready to taxi with information Papa. November 108 Victor Golf Super, runway 3 left, taxi via Alpha, Juliet, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 3 left via Alpha, Juliet, November 108 Victor Golf Super.
OR Tambo ground, Ghana Airlines 738, ready to taxi with information Papa.
Ghana Airlines 738, runway 3 left, taxi via Bravo, Foxtrot, Alpha, Juliet, contact tower when ready. Devil 1820 Super, pushback approved, tail to the south. Taxiing to runway 3 left via Alpha, Juliet, OR Tambo ground. Pushback approved, tail to the south, Devil 1820 Super.
Taxiing to runway 3 left via Bravo, Foxtrot, Alpha, Juliet, Ghana Airlines 738.